My bro shooter, that nigga ain't messy. He clean it up when he doing the dirt. Hit from the back and she wet on my shirt. Hit from the back and she make it tsunamis. Bust down Cartier, staying on time. Man, young and bowling like I'm playing with Bronny.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sue, and yes, we are back with another video. Listen, Narutotards, we gotta talk, bro, because y'all can't sit there and come from Dragon Ball Z, bro, and expect that is not gonna say nothing. We're gonna talk, bro. We have to talk. We gotta talk about this. Now, it came to my attention, my little brother, right? It came to my attention that a lot of people felt like Sasuke can beat Madara. So tell them what you told me.
Alright. So Madara has so much things that adult Sasuke don't have.
That's what I'm saying.
Number one, his visual prowess, unmatched to anything that Sasuke can offer. That's number one. Number two, to even beat him, they needed both Naruto and Sasuke to beat him. Without one of the two, they were not winning.
Bruh.
But so,
like,
if you take one of them off of there, they're getting killed.
Like this guy right here says Dobby debates. It says adult Sasuke will beat Madara, right? And it proceeds to say, "Hey, you speak too much facts. LOL. Facts. I agree. Yes."
Wait, adult Sasuke would beat Naruto.
Bro, how? This man Madara has Sage Mode, 2 Renaissance guns.
First off, we have video proof that this is not even the case.
That's cap.
No, we have video proof that this was not the case because first off, Madara with no eyes almost killed Sasuke. So if we take that into account, then mind you, we're not gonna talk about the ass pull about how he got Sage 6 pass power from almost dying.
How does that work?
And then he got that power, right? And then still you take the 10 tails Jinchuriki Madara and
with the Renaissance, bro. I was and they said Sasuke EMS with the Sage of 6 power was he slapping Madara for a little bit before Madara was about to ascend to like the
First off, once Madara devoured the Divine Tree and the Divine Tree started calling him, once he had that, once he got all of that power, they were no match for him. They couldn't do anything to stop him. That's why his plan still worked out.
The Infinite Tsukuyomi still happened.
If they was able to stop him, they would have stopped him before he did his plan. And I don't want to hear nothing about Kishimoto or nothing like that. Literally, they had no answer for him.
Bro, Amaterasu is the only. It's only for I can't read because niggas can't type correctly.
Amaterasu is only for Itachi and Sasuke when they fought and he implanted the Amaterasu in him right before he died. Every Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan has different abilities. Sasuke has flame control in one eye and Amaterasu in the other.
What does that have to do with anything that?
I mean, you're just telling me his qualities. Like, we understand his powers, but like he had those same powers against Madara and still wasn't. Almost died, and without any eyes and just Sage Mode power. And then just straight beats. Just because Sasuke has a charisma, it doesn't mean he would be stronger than Madara. Oh, okay, so he's on Madara's side.
No, I'm saying okay. So I'm saying that when whoa, what the fuck? I'm stuttering. When Madara was like a kid, he had like his 3-tone mode strong. We don't know exactly how he got his 3-tone mode, but we know that he has it. It was a hypothetical part where I said, "Hey, Kid Sasuke has enough part 1 Sasuke with 3-tone mode and a curse mark enhanced could probably beat Madara." I said could probably. I didn't say that he's gonna right out beat him. Like, they take my words and like switch it to make it fit the narrative. I didn't say that he was one-shotting Madara. I simply said, hey, he has 3-tone mode and he has a curse mark enhanced. And all Madara had was just 3-tone mode and that's it. He had nothing else besides that as a kid.
The thing about that, I can't really speak on that because I don't know how Madara used his 3-tone mode.
That's that's why it's hypothetical. They kept saying that, oh, Madara easily one-shots.
Because Sasuke at that stage, all he could really do was fire style jutsu, Chidori, and that's what basically. And he was very agile.
And he could fight. He was really advanced at
I can't answer that question because I don't know how Madara was with his three-tone.
So we can't sit there and say that Madara was a little bit stronger. We don't know. They gotta put it like somewhere.
They probably do have something in the anime about it. I'm not sure, but I also do know that he was still a match for Hashirama before he even got his like Rinnegan.
But there was kids, they were kids though.
Yeah, they were still very strong kids. They grew up in eras of war.
I mean, I get that, but it's like
their generation of war and their kids would be stronger than probably all the part ones because they grew up fighting. Like that was their like thing.
Okay, so let me use an example.
Like you take Kid Kakashi versus anyone,
including in the part 1 Naruto.
yes, anyone, and he's spliffing all of them.
Really? With what?
Because like, you got to Jonin at mad young.
I mean, that's just the title.
That's not. You have to earn that.
I mean, I get that, but I already felt like Naruto at end of part 1, he should have been a Jonin.
He should have been a Jonin.
I feel like Naruto around Naruto Shippuden, he should have been. He was already strong.
No,
he was already as strong as somewhere around Kakashi's level anyway in Shippuden. I felt like he wasn't even a Genin. He wasn't supposed to still be a Genin.
well, he's definitely supposed to be a Genin, but the thing about Kakashi is that he
was a Jonin for a long time.
He was a Jonin for a long time, and his sensei was Minato, the uprising Hokage at the time. So he was a very strong person. Like he had a lot of feats. He definitely needed his team and shit like that. But him himself was very strong. And if you take that versus like, okay, let's exclude Naruto and Sasuke.
Okay.
You take him and put him against anyone else during that time, they're getting washed.
Really?
The only people that could probably put up fights with him is probably I was going to say Kiba. Neji and Rock Lee. Hands down. Those are the only two. Those are the only two that could probably give him some sort of calm. And maybe Shikamaru, because he's smart too.
Okay.
But other than that, everyone else is getting washed. Oh, same thing with Obito when he unlocked his Sharingan. You exclude the two main characters because they already got plot armor to begin with.
Facts.
So they're not beating them. But you take everyone else, and they're winning.
Okay, Jaw S says, okay, I would admit Madara is stronger than adult Sasuke. See, I can respect that. But this kid right here is the same one. It's the same one who kept saying in all my videos, Sue. Naruto's universal. Naruto's a planet buster. Naruto
hasn't even destroyed a planet. All of the
like we have not seen him have no planetary feats. You know what their biggest
is that Naruto doesn't want to do that?
No, it's not even that. It's Kaguya. They say, oh, Naruto is universal, right? Or he's a planet buster, right? And I said that like a couple of months ago, right? He's probably a planet buster because Seth, the programmer, said that he was. So I'm like, all right, okay, cool. But then I started thinking a little bit more. I said, how are you gonna bring up and say Naruto is a planet buster or he has planetary feats, and then say, oh, Kaguya did this and that, and Naruto beat Kaguya? Last time I checked, Naruto still didn't beat her. That bitch is still sealed away. She's still around. She is still alive.
Let's get one thing straight. To seal her away, you need both halves of.
You need Sasuke and Naruto. You cannot beat her.
You need both halves of the six stage of the six paths power. You need both halves of those things.
And still, they couldn't beat her with both.
You need both halves of them to seal
her. Not even beat her. You can't win it. I feel like to this day, even with Baron mode, because that's the only time Naruto got even stronger was because of that form right there.
And we also got to take into account that these are all pieces of chakra.
It's not even
all pieces of chakra.
Pieces of Kaguya.
And mind you, literally, she doesn't even if she never lost her mind during that fight, and she would have stayed calm, she would have been fine against them.
Yeah, she would have been. Realistically, she would have been straight. She would have been.
It would have been not that much of a fight, to be honest.
Yeah, but you know, it's Naruto's show.
And mind you, they sealed her away by putting their hands on her shoulders and saying Stage 6 planetary devastation. They didn't even hit her. They only they hit her throughout the fight. Don't get me wrong, but she died on her own. Not died. She got sealed away on her own accord.
Hold on,
Ran through to a lot of plot. Like, it wasn't just Naruto.
Like, they make it seem like Naruto's the one who killed her. Like, it's like,
and she's not.
She got all the. She's not even dead.
And if she died, she probably would have implanted Naruto with a karma, like how all Otsutsuki's do when they don't want to die. Like, they literally, like, they don't. It's not possible. You can't kill. It's hard to kill an Otsutsuki because literally, like, they don't even have most of the chakra. And the same thing goes for, like, even in Boruto too. Like, you see how tough it is to even beat Ishiki. They're not even beating him. They're waiting till his timer runs out.
Let that sink in. They have to wait till his time is up. Naruto did some shit like Vegeta did to Moro. He did something like that where he gotta, like, at least touch him so that his time could go on, so he could actually die. Not even beating him.
They have to wait. They're exploiting a weakness.
That's all they're doing.
And
you make it seem like he's actually, like, Naruto's the real reason why that nigga's dead.
And mind you, they wouldn't have known about that weakness if that person that used to work forging you didn't tell them. So if they never knew, they would have got killed instantly. Naruto probably would have never done that for him. That's number one. Naruto would have never done that for him because he wouldn't know what to do. He couldn't kill him. He couldn't, like, literally, he did not have the power to kill him.
He did it.
No, Sasuke clearly doesn't have the power to kill him.
Oh, let's talk about that too.
Because, first off, this nigga Sasuke going against, what's this nigga's name? The nigga that went back in time? That Otsutsuki?
Yeah, I forgot his name. What was his name again?
I forgot his name too.
They said he was revered as the strongest of his clan.
Revered as the strongest of his clan. First of all,
you let part one Naruto slap you! Get the...
First off. Revered as the strongest Otsutsuki. This man's only good ability was that he could take your chakra.
Like, how strong was he?
And then he had to, and then even if he had that, right? He had that ability, right? He went back in time. He went back in time to stop Naruto. Literally, you let two kids, with one Rasengan, kill you. That Rasengan killed you.
Mind you, this is a severely weaker Naruto.
And literally, even with Momoshiki, he died to a fucking big, just a Rasengan on steroids.
Yeah, it looked like a mini spirit bomb. It was.
That's literally what.
It looked just like that.
Bro, it took way more. Like, literally, if it was that easy to kill an Otsutsuki, then why didn't they do that to Kaguya?
They didn't do it. And they said that Momoshiki is a lot stronger than Kaguya.
They couldn't do it. They couldn't do that.
They couldn't even do that to her.
And first of all, you can't even say that Kaguya. First off, Isshiki is clearly stronger than both of them.
Yeah.
Isshiki is clearly stronger than both of them.
Yeah, because
Kaguya gave him
and mind you. Yes, Ishiki's way stronger than both Naruto and Sasuke because he's making light work of a stronger Naruto and Sasuke, who has more control over their powers than when they was teenagers. And let that sink in.
And let's not even talk about, if you want to keep talking about adult Sasuke and Madara, it's clear y'all niggas ain't reading the manga because
that's what I'm saying.
This nigga literally lost his renegade. Like
he Boruto snatched that bitch out his skull. You know how weak that nigga is now? He's not strong.
He took the kunai, carved his shit out, and has his shit in the hand.
But why? I didn't see that part. So why did he do that again?
Because his karma awoken. Like he's like, I remember how earlier I showed you how it showed that he was flying and he has the horn.
Yeah, he has the horn here.
That happened again.
Okay.
And that's when Momoshiki's in charge of Boruto's body. And basically Momoshiki's the one that took his eye. So if you want to talk about current Sasuke, current adult Sasuke, and you go pitch him against Madara, at least Madara has 2 Rinegans. And even
he has a third on his foot.
And even if you want to talk about Madara, even if you want to talk about Madara, Madara didn't even need eyes
to slap Sasuke and Naruto around.
He didn't. All he needed was
The first Hokage's power.
That's
just think about that.
That's all he really. That's really what he needed.
He just needed the first Hokage's power.
And talk about the ass pull that they did when they died.
First off, when you get a Jinchuriki ripped out of you, you're supposed to die. They literally said this multiple times.
In part 1 of Naruto,
and
with Gaara, with Naruto, with any Jinchuriki, with
Gaara. First off, Gaara died. Gaara died in the beginning of Shippuden when he got his Jinchuriki ripped out of him. He died. He had the Great Ichigo had to like revive him with animation.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, when it's Naruto, and he got his Rinnegan, you know, Rinnegan. What am I saying? Got his tail beast ripped out of him. Oh,
that's plot armor. That's severe plot armor, bro.
Oh, all of a sudden he's still alive, and all they need to do is put more tail beast in him. Are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden he wakes up with 6 of the Sage Pass power with Truth Seeker orbs.
Didn't Sakura also play a part in that?
Sakura definitely did play a part. Like she did, like, you know, pump his heart and shit to make sure that he didn't die. Like he was really on the verge of dying. But Gaara, it was way more instantaneous.
Yeah. But because Gaara's not the main character.
Because Gaara's not the main character. Look, I have no problem with this because, you know, I like Naruto. I don't want Naruto to die. I'm
the one who says, listen, nigga, listen, all right. You guys aren't as strong as you think you are, right? How you feel about Ichigo and do you read Bleach?
I didn't read it, but I watched it and I read the rest of it.
So how do you feel about Naruto? Because this is a thing on my channel. They said that Naruto easily stomps Ichigo, no matter what form it was. That's what they said. They kept saying Naruto stomps Ichigo, no matter what. So what's your take on that?
I don't even know the power scheme for that.
But what would be your initial opinion on it? And it could change too because you don't have an idea of the power scale in Bleach. So it's clearly you wouldn't know, but from what you've seen, the eye test. Think of it like a basketball.
From the eye test. Okay, if we're talking both part ones, by part ones of Ichigo, I'm talking about that when he first unlocked his powers.
And he had to go save Rukia.
If you're talking about that, Ichigo versus Naruto, Naruto's winning.
Okay.
If we're talking endgame, we're talking fully realized, both. What is it, Quincy and
when he's a Quincy, a Hollow, a Soul Reaper.
We're talking about all those powers. We're talking about
he's a Mutt, yes. If you're talking about all of that in comparison to what Naruto is.
And we're talking about comparison to Naruto's Sage of the Six Paths power.
But which part, when he's a teenager or when he's an adult?
When he's a teenager, well, first off, it's already shown. I've seen a video saying that he's stronger when he's an adult.
That's what I've seen that too. But for me, it doesn't look that way because
it doesn't look that way. But he goes against a lot harder enemies.
But so when you look at Kaguya, it's her ass only was because she got mad and she wasn't thinking realistically. I feel like if she really wanted to kill Naruto and Sasuke, she would have done so. But then again, she look at Naruto and Sasuke as her kids.
Because they're literally just pieces of her chakra.
So it's she's looking at them like that. So it's she's a mother. She calls her kid's name when she sees Naruto and Sasuke. Right?
It said Hagoromo and Hagara.
Exactly. So it's she's not, her intentions would never try to she would never try to sit there and kill Naruto and Sasuke. She wouldn't. The rest of the world I'm not sure about. But even then, she wasn't trying, she was just trying to get stronger because she was scared, quote unquote scared, because it said in the data books that she was actually scared of Momoshiki, right? She was scared. It literally said that in the data books that she was terrified of him. And that she was planning this whole thing out with the tree. I said tree of might. The tree of
the divine tree.
The divine tree. Wait, hold up. Doesn't that look similar? like to each other. Divine tree, green light, it looks kind of the same. It looks kind of the same. Kind of like
The tree of might.
yeah, like it's just a big ass tree, and then like the divine tree is like a big ass tree too. So like they look the same. Anyway, wait, what was I talking about again? I got off topic.
He was talking about how Kaguya was terrified of Momoshiki.
Oh yeah, Kaguya was terrified of Momoshiki, so she was planning out this whole divine tree thing and his arrival because she was terrified of him. And I'm like, if that's the case,
Why do two kids kill him?
exactly, yeah, it's Boruto, and then the help with like I feel like that was such a retarded way to like kill him off, right? Especially because he got stronger, right? He fused with what's his name? I can't remember the other guy's name, but he fused with him, got really really strong, and was whooping Naruto and Sasuke's ass at the same time. And even then, that combo couldn't beat him. You needed Boruto, you needed Naruto's influence on the Rasengan to even beat Momoshiki.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Momoshiki might have been stronger than Kaguya.
He might have.
Because, like, we're talking about how it took two of them. The only thing that's not adding up to me is the fact that they didn't kill Kaguya,
They couldn't kill her.
but they was able to kill Momoshiki.
Momoshiki, which like that doesn't make sense.
And mind you, it literally it had nothing to do with Sasuke. Like literally, the way they killed him was literally Boruto's pebble-sized Rasengan,
And then Naruto's gigantic influence on that pebble Rasengan. Is what killed him. And he's not even dead. He's alive in Boruto.
He's not even dead, but the reason he's alive in Boruto is because he was going to die.
Yeah.
So regardless of the situation, that's still technically killing him, or at least a near-death experience.
Yeah, for him, he's not dead. He's alive in Boruto. So if you want to get technical, well, he's not dead. Just like Kaguya isn't dead. So that means that they couldn't kill him either.
They couldn't kill. No, they could have killed him. It's just that.
So why that move? Why that move didn't kill him then?
It didn't kill him because Otsukis don't want to die.
No, I get that, but if that move was so as powerful as you say it is, like if it was a Kamehameha, right? And Goku fired that bitch at him, he's gone. But if Naruto plus Boruto influence on that Rasengan, it was big as hell, and that still didn't kill him at all. Even if he didn't want to die, he should have died, right?
No, the thing about it is that whenever Otsukis have a near-death experience, they can implant a karma in you.
No, I get that, but I'm saying that if the move was as strong as you say it is,
But you're saying that he shouldn't have had time to do it?
that's what I'm saying.
But you saw how he died. He had more than enough time.
He did, actually.
He had way more than enough time. He literally, this nigga's turning the Rasengan into him.
He did.
So he had more than enough time to
grab him.
That was probably why he was doing the Rasengan, to be honest with you. Because he had more than enough time to just turn it, implant the karma. You can kill me now. You can kill my physical body, but I'm gonna be back in your body.
And I'm gonna take over slowly but gradually. Damn.
But he had more than enough time. That's the only thing that doesn't add up to me, because like, if you're able to kill someone, that means that you were stronger than them, or you found a weakness in them.
Yeah. And
but they could not find any weaknesses in Kaguya. Their only option was to seal her.
Because they like, I don't even know what her weakness is. Her weakness is probably that she loves her kids. So she fought.
Her weakness is probably her mind.
Yeah.
But even with that,
if she was mentally tough, like say she was mentally tough like Madara, right? They wouldn't stand a chance.
And the only thing about it is they think about it like this though. Kaguya has all the chakra, because what Black Zetsu did, he put his hand through Madara, made him into Kaguya, and then took like the reason that Black Zetsu wanted Infinite Super, you know what I mean, is so he can unite all of the chakra.
Yeah.
And basically what made Kaguya to release her was you take all of that, you take all of what Madara has, including what is under the Infinite Tsukuyomi. So that's thousands of shinobi whose chakra is going to one person. And all those are just pieces.
Not even the majority. The
So
majority
and then that Madara, they had trouble with that Madara, and now they have all the chakra from everyone else, and now they have only the 2 pieces of chakra that sealed her away to begin with. So basically, this is the fight that happened. This is not even the fight that sealed her off in the first place, because even the Sage of the Sixth Path and his brother had a hard time sealing her.
Yeah. And they were weren't they stronger than?
They're stronger.
They were way stronger than Sasuke and Naruto, right?
Hamura is the one that's responsible for the Byakugan.
But don't they all have it? They all have the same thing.
No, Hamura is the kid of Kaguya.
Okay.
And Hagoromo is the Sage of the Sixth Path. So Hagoromo made ninja.
Okay. I remember seeing the episode.
And Hamura is the one that went to the moon.
Yeah. Isn't Toneri his kid or something like that?
Toneri was like one of his disciples.
Okay.
Like fathers. Like one of his influences.
Okay.
So literally, like them two together, like the fathers of everything you know in the Shinobi world had a hard time sealing them. So like, and then you're telling me that you're basically saying that Naruto and Sasuke are stronger than the people who made it. That doesn't make any sense.
And they're not even full piece. They're like halves of halves.
And think
right?
about, yeah, and they're
They're like halves of halves, right?
They're like halves of halves, because Hagoromo, it's like they don't even have Hamura side. They have Hagoromo side. So they have the sun part, which is what's his name, Asura, and they have the other part,
Right, Indra.
They have Indra. They have those 2 halves as well. So basically, they're halves of the Sage of the Sixth Path.
They're not even full.
So that's basically just Hagoromo going against Kaguya.
By himself.
So that is a low key flex for them, because it's basically like Hagoromo facing his mother by himself.
Yeah.
That is a low key flex.
But like they did that years ago. They did that prior, but they had help. Like they had each other to fight their mother, right? But now it's like they're halves of that, and they couldn't do no damage to they
couldn't do any damage to her. Literally, it's just because she was sealed away for so long and driving herself insane that she let her chakra go out of control. And then, mind you, they still have the biggest ass pull I've ever seen with Kakashi. He just got 2 Sharingans and is able to do perfect.
automatically. How the fuck Sasuke couldn't even do that? When he got his, when he
First
got
of all,
Itachi's eyes, he couldn't even do that.
Sasuke didn't even know Susanoo was a thing until he faced
Oh,
Itachi.
Dylan, watch out. They might call you a Naruto nigga.
They can call me a Naruto hero all they want, but I'm just literally
Stating the facts.
Everything I've said right now is literally like you can look it up. Like I'm not a Naruto hero. I like Naruto. I watched it probably when I was young, and I'll still watch it now, and I still watch it now with Boruto. I'm just saying that like some of these claims is like iffy, because like you cannot talk about someone like Madara, who's like the most badass villain you could ever meet.
I pick Aizen.
Like
if I said Aizen is, they're like, oh no, you're a Naruto. Clearly Madara.
The thing about Madara is that this man literally made clones, made wolf clones, and said, oh, so would you want all these clones to do perfected Susanoo as well?
Oh yeah, I did read up on that.
I was like, excuse me? Mind you, and then this nigga by himself came down and destroyed everyone. He took someone's kunai, he took someone's ceiling, like exploding tag, and put it on their back. Aizen, okay, he may have used some people. He's probably like one of the most smartest niggas you're gonna meet. But Madara literally did not care. He used anyone.
He only wanted to fight Hashirama. That was his motivation. Was to fight him again. He wanted to finish that fight.
He wanted to finish that fight and realize his dream.
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because they met at the I think it was the Uchiha stone, and it was like something about how like if you unite.
Didn't the Zetsu create that stone?
Bro, that's who made everything.
They plotted that shit for years. Bro, how many years? 100 years? Some shit like that?
That's way more than 100, because
remember they had 2 reincarnations of Asura and Indra. 2.
Yeah.
It was Madara and Hashirama, and then Naruto and Sasuke. So they had 2 reincarnations, which is 2 lifetimes right there. Then you got the time that it takes to make something like that. Because mind you, when Hashirama died, they had 2 more Hokages before Naruto was born.
That's true.
They had the second and the third. And then they had
no. The second was his brother though.
I know, but it was his younger brother.
Like, they were alive around the same time.
And then they also had the third.
The third is okay. So I keep getting this mixed up. The second Hokage is the father of the third Hokage, right? Or something like that.
I don't even know.
Like I feel like they're both Senjus, and the third is a Senju as well, right? Is he a Senju?
Is he a Senju?
Because I know that those 3 are related.
I know that Konohamaru was the grandson of the third. So what's Konohamaru's last name?
I can't remember.
I can't remember his last name either.
I know Tsunade is a Senju. Her last name is literally...
Wait, hold on. Tsunade is the daughter of someone that's high up.
She's the granddaughter of the first Hokage.
So I mean that Tsunade is a Senju.
Yeah.
I need to refresh myself on
Yeah.
stuff like that. But even if, like, all this time passed, even for the chakra to reincarnate, it takes time for chakra to reincarnate, clearly. So all this stuff is happening all this time, and you're telling me that 2 people whose power is just, mind you, that's another asshole. They're not even just joking. Like, they didn't even know there was reincarnations until fucking
Like later in the series.
literally like in the Great Ninja War. Like, come on now.
They didn't know that they were...
When they're about to die too?
Yeah.
Like, when they're about to die. And not to mention, like, Naruto showed no signs of being the reincarnation of Asura. Like,
They didn't.
Like, I would say Sasuke did. Because you can tell, like, you can see, because, like, the Susanos match up. Like, Sasuke Susanoo, Indra Susanoo, we understand that. He was able to do Indra's move.
Yeah, Indra's arrow.
Indra's arrow. But, like,
Naruto...
the Tail Beast chakra is completely by chance.
Yeah, because...
Completely by chance.
Nearly, if every Jinchuriki was training as hard as Naruto was, right, and they had their own show, they probably would have done something
Bro,
similar.
if anything, bro, Madara could have done that shit. Like, anyone can do that. Like,
so my thing is this, right? Why didn't he use his Susanoo when he was a 10-tailed Jinchuriki?
he didn't need to.
I mean, that would have clearly killed Naruto and Sasuke if he really wanted to get serious about it. But I felt like they dragged it on.
Bro, I told you. Literally, when Madara powered up for the last time and unleashed the Infinite Tsukuyomi by taking that shit off his head, they were 100% no match for him.
They got lucky because Kaguya saved their ass.
They got lucky because Black Zetsu
saved their ass. They got saved. Alright, so listen, y'all. We talked for a long time. This is my brother Jalen. If you want him back to like debate more Naruto, Ichigo, etc., etc., just let me know down below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button for your boy. It's your boy, Shoot! We're out.
I'm gonna go later, but I don't care.
Fuck it.